All right, everybody. Sorry I'm late as usual. This time it wasn't a camera thing. I just couldn't find a really good background. So, I know the one behind me is probably a little fuzzy, I'm sure. But honestly, it could be worse. Tried to find a dope ass looking image of the Delta Center for March Madness, because that's where they're playing tonight. And this is the best I could find, really. Yeah. I have noticed though a lot of these images are PVIF files, which are tough to get. They look good, like on Google and everything, but then you go to put it in to edit it, fit it to your screen, and it looks like it was shot with a freaking eye stone with a potato. All right, so to start us off here, we just saw Arizona take down Dayton. That wasn't much of a surprise. Arizona's a damn good team, but now we got Gonzaga versus Kansas. And we're going to go over what both teams did in their previous matchups as soon as the bracket actually shows up. ESPN just taking their grand old time on here, like always. I'm not looking forward to the game tomorrow at all. Of course. Classic Jacob, right? Classic Jacob. Stream talking about college ball, comes in trying to talk Cavs. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. That's a classic Jacob thing. You know, that's a Jacobism, right? I could literally have a stream titled "Talking Cavs" or "Talking Guardians" or "Talking Browns." Dude comes in, first thing he says, "Hey, how about the Cavs? Or how about the other team that we're not talking about?" It's just so funny. Not hating, it's just funny. Oh, but anyways, looking at the bracket as soon as it wants to show up for me. And then while that's loading up, let's take a look at this matchup between these two. I feel like they've faced off before in tournament play. In fact, let me see this. Hold on. Gonzaga versus Kansas. History. I'm going to try and look up their history because I'm pretty certain they've faced off before. I feel like they have. Anyways, Gonzaga, well, they had a very impressive win in their last game against McNeese State 2 days ago. They have won 4 of their last 5, including 2 against San Francisco. Almost forgot they had a university team, but in fact, before McNeese State, they had faced the same 2 teams twice. They faced San Fran, beat them. Faced St. Mary's, beat them. Faced San Fran again, beat them again. But then they lost to St. Mary's in the tournament. Then they started off their big dance run against McNeese State, beat them by 21. Whereas Kansas has had a little bit more trouble. They lost to Baylor, beat Kansas State, got smacked by Houston. Ouch. 76-46. And then they lost by 20 to Cincinnati. And they're coming off an unnecessarily intense game against Samford, where they only beat them by 4. And that was a game where, honestly, the refs kind of had to bail them out a little bit due to a block that was called a foul in the last few seconds of the game. It would have given Samford a chance to possibly win the game at the end. But alas, Kansas escapes, and we got ourselves a very interesting matchup. Gonzaga is favored by 4.5. And, oh boy. For under 153.5. I think this could probably be an under, but who knows? Looking at the scores, the leading scores for both teams, For the Bulldogs, it's Ike. I don't think it's Ike. I think it's Ike or whatever. He's got 16 and a half points, 61% from the field, 78% from the line. And then Watson leads the way in rebounds with 7.3 rebounds, 5 defensive, 2.3 offensive. And then Ryan Nemard, former Creighton Blue Jay, believe it or not, about 7 assists, 2 turnovers in about 35 and a half minutes per game. Now for the Jayhawks, their leading scorer, McCullough Jr., is not playing, I guess. He's out. That's what I heard. 18 points, 45% from the field, 80% from the line. Hunter Dickinson, the former Wolverine, 11 rebounds, 8.5 defensive, about 3 offensive. And then DeJuan Harris, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, and about 36-ish minutes per game. Now, how these two teams did in their conference play, in the regular season conference standings, Gonzaga finished 1 game back of St. Mary's. It's like the first time in a while I don't think Gonzaga won their conference. It's freaking insane. But St. Mary's is. It seems like St. Mary's has been that team that's always right up there with Gonzaga. It's crazy. Yeah, Gonzaga and St. Mary's, once again, top 2 in the West Coast Conference. And then in the Big 12, Kansas, not great. They finished 5th behind Houston, Iowa State, Baylor, and Texas Tech. What's up, Duke Bothers? Oh, yeah, this should be a good one, I'm hoping. I think this will probably come down to probably last possession. Maybe we even get some overtime. Who doesn't love overtime? Now, as far as the bracket goes, my main bracket is actually doing pretty good. I guess I'm 96% on it. Looking at the matchups, oh boy, yeah, where are we at here? Gonzaga. Oh, here we are. Gonzaga, Kansas. Winner faces Purdue and Utah State winner. Get Hunter Dickinson versus Zach Edey again, because those two faced off in the Big Ten for a couple years when Hunter was with the Wolverines. That would be fun. That would be fun. And then you look over on the other side. UConn Northwestern. Winner faces San Diego State and Yale. Look at the nerds. Nerds. I love it. Duquesne faces Illinois. Winner faces Wazoo or Iowa State. Then you got North Carolina Sparty facing Grand Canyon. Yes, there's a university. It's not in the Grand Canyon. I don't even think it's even close to the Grand Canyon. Face Alabama. So that'll be interesting. See if the Antelopes can hang with the tide. Clemson faces Baylor, and we've already seen Arizona take down Dayton. Texas and Tennessee face off tonight. In fact, tonight I will be live with my guy JB Taylor on his channel, Walk Off Sports Talk, for that one. That should be a doozy. And then Oregon and Creighton face off. We've got a bird battle. Ducks versus Blue Jays. And then, of course, we got this game, Gonzaga versus Kansas, Purdue, Utah State. In the South bracket, Houston and Texas A&M face off against, the winner faces, either Duke or the James Madison Dukes. So we either get one Duke or we get many Dukes. Okay. And then NC State faces Oakland, the Golden Grizzlies from Michigan. And then Colorado faces Marquette. You get the Zags? Yeah, I mean, the Zags should win this game. Like I just mentioned a few minutes ago, Kansas legit needed a sus officiating call on a foul that looked like it was a clean block to get past little old Samford. Wow. So this game will be actually underway in about 9 minutes due to the Dayton game, I guess, running a little over. I think. I mean, it said 3:15, but now I just checked and it said 3:33 for a tip off. So this should be good. All right. Yeah, Ryan Nemhard, former Creighton Blue Jay. All right. So we got a little bit of time now to chill out here. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no more perfect brackets, which no surprise. The fact that people actually got a lot of these picks right, it's like, whoa, what were you doing? A lot of them were probably just like, well, I was just trolling around here. I was fooling around. And yet they somehow get these upsets right. All right. Ryan Nemhard versus Hunter Dickinson. Yes, sir. Gonzaga and Kansas. Here we go. So Gonzaga actually has this cool thing like where they have the history against Kansas on their website. So they have faced off one time back in November in 2020. So they've never met at the tournament. Gonzaga kicked their butt 102-90. Wow. Oh, it was one of those classic games. It was in Fort Myers. Let's see the box score. Obviously, like Kispert and them were playing at the time. All right, in that game, Marcus Garrett led the Jayhawks with 22 points. Ochai Agbaji had 17. Jalen Wilson had 11. Christian Braun, who's a champion, by the way, in the NBA, he had 8. McCormick had 8. 12 for Bryce Thompson. Lightfoot. Yeah, not. DeJuan Harris is still there. Wow. I think he's one of the only guys still on the team from that game, unless maybe McCormick. And then, of course, for Gonzaga, Drew Timme had 25, 24 for Jalen Suggs, who's a stud in the NBA right now, of course. Corey Kispert's not doing too bad, I'd say, in the league with the Wizards. 23 for him, 15 for Joel Ayayi. Ayayi! Ayayi! Yeah. 2 for Anton Watson, who's, I think, still playing here. And then Andrew Nemhard, who's with the Pacers, had 11. Aaron Cook had 2. Julian Strother didn't score. You have too many more players from that game. Only a couple. Now, how did Gonzaga do in the last game? Well, like I said, they took down McNeese pretty easily. 86-65. McNeese did put up a little bit of a fight, I guess. They didn't get the doors blasted, but they got beat pretty good. Box score for the Bulldogs from the last game. 16 points for Ike. Then you had 13 from Anton Watson, 12 from Greg, 11 from Hickman, and Ryan Nemhard at 8. And they went in deep off the bench, mainly because the game was out of reach, so they just emptied the bench. The leading scorer off the bench was Stromer, who had 10, 7 for Krasnovich, 7 for Huff, and 2 for Yo. Okay. On the flip side, let's see how them Jayhawks did in their last game against little old Samford. After this is all over, they're going to hate Bulldogs. Jayhawks fans are never going to want to see a Bulldog for the rest of their lives. Wow. In this game, let's see. So in this game here, the leading scorer, in fact, they only used 3 players off the bench because the game was so close. They had to stick with the starters. Their starters played pretty much 30 minutes, except for Timberlake, who'd only played 26. And man, they had a couple players get into serious foul trouble. The leading scorer was KJ Adams with 20 in 39 minutes. Wow. He had 19 apiece for Dickinson and Timberlake, 16 for Furphy, Furphy, and DeJuan Harris had 13. Only one player scored off the bench. In fact, only one player really did anything off the bench, and that was Jackson, who had 6. He also had 3 rebounds, all defensive, 1 assist, and 1 steal. The only other player to really do anything that besides foul or turn the ball over was Braun, who had 1 block. And it's Parker Braun. I wonder if he's related to Christian. Let me look it up. If that is his brother, that's pretty dope. I don't know if he has a brother or not. That's the thing. Might have a brother. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Christian Braun is a fashion line. Braun has 2 brothers, one older and one younger. Okay, so yeah, his older brother's actually at Kansas. Wait, what? His older brother. Oh, well, his older brother's a senior, so yeah. Christian, I think, left after 1 or 2 years, I think it was. Wait, no, he played 3 years at Kansas. But yet his older brother's still there. All right. Okay, then. Older brother Parker plays at Kansas. Wow. So they're doing the starters now. Talking about Johnny. Imagine that being your last name, Furphy. So again, there's the look at the bracket in the Midwest region. Purdue, Utah State will face the winner of this game. Tomorrow afternoon will be Purdue, Utah State. Oh, we got Brad Nestler on the call with Brendan Haywood. I think he was a Cavalier for a year. He was a bench rider, but yeah, he was on the Cavs for a little bit. Never played, obviously. So yeah, we are a few moments from tip-off. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that freaking bell. I always want to emphasize the bell part because it lets you know when I go live and post videos. That's probably the most important thing next to subscribing. That bell so you know when I go live and post vids so you don't miss anything. I don't want you guys to be like those people that pop in a stream as it's ending and then you're like, well, damn, I wish I would have known he was live. Well, you could have known I was live if you hit that button. Now, sometimes it doesn't work, but hey, it does work most of the time. The only time it doesn't really work is if I go live a lot, which it's like 2 or 3, I think it's like 3 times within a 24-hour period. Mark Few, the coach of the Bulldogs, he's had some fantastic teams over the years. And then there's Bill Self, 603 and 142 record. That is insane. All right, so pull this baby up. And now I gotta readjust my scoreboard again because it is March Madness. It's madness. And yes, I'm gonna do the 300 thing a lot. So Nemhard, Hickman. Okay, look how they just buzz right through the freaking lineups. But oh well, they'll show them on screen here in a second. But yeah, there's Mark Few. There's Coach Self. They are 2nd and 3rd in most consecutive NCAA tournament appearances. Few just needs 1 more to surpass Bill Self. But of course, Self needs to actually, what a tie. But then that means Kansas has to miss the tournament next year, which probably not. So there's Furphy, number 10, matched up with Greg, number 33. We're ready. Hunter Dickinson. And I think I'm going to say that's Ike. Okay, Ike and Dickinson Center court ready for tip-off. And we're underway. Won by the Jayhawks at Salt Lake City, Utah. Keep an eye on Harris here. Number 3. Gets it off. Kicks. Dickinson. Missed it. Rebounded by Nembhard. Nembhard going to take the ball up. Guarded by Watson. I thought that was Harris, not Watson. What am I talking about? Nembhard threes. Too strong. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Here comes the Hawks now. Here's Harris. Adams down there on the bottom. Dickinson, too tall. Pass was too tall and 1.05 points per possession, 5th in the nation. Official odds ETF for the NCAA and Visco Distributors Incorporated. Wow. All right, so here's the Dogs again. Ike coming up for the screen, forces a switch. Gets inside, up, and he missed it. Putback is good, though. Good cleanup. And here comes the Hawks again. Dickinson. Inside. Floater is no good. Rebounded easily by the Dogs. Nembhard racing up the floor. Gets it inside to Ike. Turnaround jumper. Good. Freaking ESPN is slow today on their thing because they're doing whoever's operating this ESPN thing is a little slow. Kick out. 3 ball. No good for Furphy. Still can't believe that's his actual last name, Furphy. What? Here's Nembhard. Goes inside. Floater. Got it. And we have an early timeout. 6-0 Gonzaga. That'll allow ESPN to catch up. Because they're a little slow. I'm literally watching the recent play thing and they're just like, oh God, what happened? That happened. My dude was probably caught napping. Anton Watson had the bucket. And he has 4 of the 6. It took me a little bit to really get the names down, but it is what it is. So yeah, Gonzaga has shown up. Now let's see if Kansas has a little something in response. What the heck is that? Those. Oh, Carmelo. Some of these commercials, you swear. AT&T. Yeah, okay. The game is going on this evening, or today, in the round of 32, day 1. Sparty faces UNC, 5:30. At 6:10, Wazoo faces Iowa State. 7:10, Oakland versus North Carolina State. NC State, the Wolfpack. Then at 8 o'clock, you have Texas and Tennessee. Duquesne and Illinois at 8:40. And then the last game of the evening, Oregon and Creighton. I will be live, like I said, later tonight with my guy JB Taylor on his channel for a little Texas and Tennessee action. There's going to be a whole lot of orange. By the way, on Texas, there's a familiar player. Max Abmas, former Oral Roberts sharpshooter. The dude who cooked Ohio State a couple years ago. And then Tennessee has a really good player, Connect. Keep an eye on him. That'll be a fun game to stream tonight. And the Guardians actually made some decisions today. Will Brennan and it sounds like Estevan Florial have made the team. Davison De Los Santos and Miles Straw. did not make it. We're not going to see Miles Straw in Cleveland this year. They might trade him. I'd look to trade him for something. You got to get something. Maybe like cash or something. I don't know. Cash to, buy lunch. Peter Angelos, what did he pass? Oh, wow. Peter Angelos passed away. The former owner of the one of the owners of the O's. Well, they used to be the owner, but they're selling it out. They sold the team. Here's Dickinson against Ike. Kicks it out. Furphy 3. Got it. Furphy. Sounds like some sort of funky child's toy. I'm trying to say Furby when you say Furphy. Or like some funky cat's name. And there's Ike with the response. Furphy for 3. No, Furphy for 3. Ah. Timberlake inside. Nice kick out. Furphy. Floater is good. And the foul. Hell. Okay, Furphy. Literally sounds like some crazy freaking cat lady's name for a cat. Here, Furphy. Furphy. With the way people name their animals, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a cat named that. Foul was on Ben Gregg. Guy with 2 first names. Ben Gregg. Here's the inbound going to Nemhard, who takes the ball up. Nemhard. Here's to the corner. Watson gets it inside to Ike. Ike backing down Dickinson. And he traveled. He was trying to do the dream shake. And he shook himself. The dude tried to do the dream shake and he shook himself. Nice job by Dickinson, kind of staying in his spot. Didn't over pursue or didn't bite on the fake little. He wound up drawing the travel. Here's Adams working inside, and he lost the ball. It'll stay with the Hawks. Oh yeah, Hickman. Is that Hickman drawing the? Yeah, that was Hickman who made it go out of bounds. Here's the inbound. Lob and the tip, and he flubbed it, but he got his own miss. Gets the basket anyway. And then we're tied. This is going to be showtime. I can already tell. I love it. Already. Kick out. It was stolen. Yeah, he just jumped right in the passing lane. Here comes the Hawks after the steal. And bounced it off a Bulldog's foot or leg. That's DeJuan Harris. Yeah, he underdid the freaking first one, but good rebound. Timberlake 3, good. Well, yeah, safe to say Kansas showed up. Timberlake had 19 against Samford. Here's Nemhard. The lob. A reverse dunk. Okay, was that Watson? I think that was Watson that did that. Damn. Getting stylish out here. Okay, I'll give you style points for that. That was good. Drives Harris out to Timberlake. Timberlake with the floater. Good. Yeah, this is going to be like a freaking... This honestly could be like a Final Four Elite 8 matchup. And we're getting this in the round of 32. I love these things, man. I love these big-time matchups between Blue Bloods. I love it. Backing down. Here's Watson. Backing him down, and we have a foul on the floor. Yeah, it takes a little bit to really get the names down, but once you do, it rolls right off the tongue. It's mainly memorizing maybe like features like hair or shoes. The fun part's when the subs come in. I don't know how many subs Gonzaga's going to use because they emptied their bench last time because they blew the doors off McNeese, but Kansas usually only uses, I think, 3 off the bench. Carolina. No, I'm not doing that game. No. But what's up, Esk Tony Viga? No, I'm not streaming that game. That game is on in about an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours, less than 2 hours. No, I'm not doing that game. I'm doing this one, and then Texas Tennessee tonight with my guy JB Taylor on his channel. That's it for me for the night. Now tomorrow, what do we got cooking for tomorrow? Because the Cavs play at 5. I might do I could do a late game. Yell San Diego State? No, I might just take tomorrow off. Yeah. I'd be cutting it way too close. I could do Colorado Marquette, but probably not. No, I'll just do the Cavs and Heat tomorrow. Yeah. I'll just do Cavs and Heat tomorrow. Wait, what time do the Cavs play tomorrow? Isn't it 5:30 or is it 6? Because 6. Could do Purdue tomorrow. It could. We might. We'll see. Tentatively, right now, I'm only going to do Cleveland, Miami. But that could change. So keep an eye out. That's why I'm saying hit that subscribe and turn on that bell so you know when I go live, if I go live tomorrow. And we'll see how things go. Let me see here. But yeah, I'm using ESPN for my scoreboard for those who didn't know. All right, so yeah, I'm doing this game, and then tonight game again, Texas Tennessee. That'll be a doozy, like I said. And then after that, that'll be it. Winner of this game moves on to the Sweet 16. Yee. That was a nice reverse dunk by Watson. Ike versus Dickinson inside, and yeah, Ike is getting at it with him. All right, so here's the inbound on the baseline. Nemhard to inbound. I don't see no new faces on the floor, I think. Although 22 might be new. Here's the inbound. Hickman. Screen with Ike. Draws a double. Here's Ike. Up and short. Taken back by Adams. Here's Harris. Harris gives it off to Timberlake. Timberlake. Here's Harris. Timberlake. Inside to Dickinson. Turns around. Hook. Good. And here's the Dogs right back at it. Hickman out to Nemhard. Nemhard. Watson for threes. No good. And taken back by Ike, who almost lost it. Up and got the cleanup and good. Yeah, ESPN doesn't tell you who's on the floor. Just talks about the starters. The fun part's when the bench comes in because it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how many players come off the bench for each team. Well, steal. No foul, surprisingly. Harris for three. Got it. Surprised they didn't call a foul. That was close. Here's Nemhard. Nice pass. Watson gets it off. Drives up and got the N1. Dude, ESPN is a little behind. That's why the score, yeah. ESPN's a little behind for some reason. They're unserious, that's why. 18-14. Free throw. That's Ben Gregg who made the basket and one. Foul on Johnny Furphy. And Greg looks like he's got like a little mohawk thing going on, like a mullet thing starting up. There's the coaches, Coach Few for Gonzaga, Coach Self for the Jayhawks. Free throws up and no good. Rebounded by Timberlake. Up ahead, the lob and the dunk by Adams. That's a that's an eagle eye right there. I guess you could say that's a Hawkeye. Inside, oh, almost steal. Up and fouled. That's on Brown, who entered the game. That was a nice ass dunk by Adams. Oh my god. First free throw was good. Wow. 20-15. Parker Braun is actually in the game now for Jayhawks, and he committed the foul. Maiden Huff had the free throw, which he made. 20-16. Drives up, and it stays in bounds somehow. Furphy gives it off to Adams. Harris. Inside. Floater is good. Okay, so that was actually not Timberlake, I don't think. I think that might have been Braun. I called him Timberlake because I just saw the 2. I didn't see the 3 or the 5. Possession error. What the heck happened there? They were moving, and all of a sudden the ref said up, and then they said, oh, it was a block. Okay. All right. Yeah, right there, maybe. I guess. Floaters inside and good. That's Hickman. 22-18 Jayhawks. This is what you'd expect from a matchup like this. Inside, Adams goes right at him. And he missed it. Good defense. Here comes Hickman. Hickman going to slow it down, wait for reinforcements. Gets it off. Here's, I almost going to say Greg. No. Up and missed another one. Ugh. Furphy with the rebound. Here comes the Hawks again. Oh, and what the heck was that? He just ran right into the defender. It's like, bro, did you think that dude was going to go down? Well, yeah, it looks like Nemar threw a little hip into Harris. Like a little, But that was Braden Huff who had the miss before. Huff is number 34. All right. Yeah. Here's Hickman. Guarded by Harris. Almost a steal. Couldn't get there in time. Oh, that was Timberlake. Okay, so Timberlake is back out there after all. And then Adams walks right in the passing lane, takes it away. Here's Adams, kicks it out. Here's a 3, and no good. Rebounded by Furphy. Harris to Adams, and he lost the ball. They're going to say out of bounds. Watson did a great job just eating that ball out of there. And you see, once you get the names going, they fly right out. Yeah. Like I said, the fun part's when the bench comes in. Knicks won, huh? Too bad Villanova did not make it. Yeah, they're they were NIT bound, but I'm pretty sure they got eliminated. But yeah, Knicks won. Of course they did. They're facing Brooklyn. Yep. They're gonna wind up falling to like 4th or 5th. And then we're gonna get healthy, and then we're gonna go on that late season surge that'll get us just into like 4th or 3rd. Right before the season ends. If you look at the end of our schedule, I mean, we have a brutal like West Coast trip coming up to end the month of March into April. The last couple games are actually pretty tolerable. mean, you have the Hornets, you have the Grizzlies, who are butt cheeks, and you have the Pacers, who are good, but we beat them before. We beat them without Mitchell in them, so I don't know. But yeah, if I'm the Cavs going into the offseason, and I'll talk about free agency for basketball when the time comes, which it's obviously not time right now because they're just getting into the playoffs, which, by the way, I'll be doing a ton of NBA playoff games, both on my channel and on my guy JB Taylor's channel, where I will be tonight for Texas, Tennessee. We're gonna be doing. We're probably gonna do at least one of the playing games on his channel, most likely. Have to see what he wants to do. But I'm definitely doing at least one of each conference's playing games on here. Yeah. No matter the matchups, I'll be doing them. You already know. It's going to be crazy. And I hope you're here to watch. Oh, yeah, buddy. And then when it comes to the actual playoffs, I'll probably do, well, there's some days where you have 4 games. Some days you're only going to have like 2. And depending on when the Cavs play and who they play and everything, I'm probably only going to do the Cavs game that day. Then there's going to be days where I do 2 games. There's going to be days where I do 1. Are you ever going to do any triple headers? No. No. No, I don't. I'm not doing no triple headers. That's too much for me. I can barely handle double headers. Unless I got a partner in crime, which, luckily we got ourselves a good ass partner in crime and JB Taylor on his channel, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Still got a couple weeks left. All right, so yeah, this matchup is going exactly as I thought. So there's Dickinson jousting. Here's Adams. Inside, up, and no good. But it goes right back to Harris. Here's Dickinson with the midi. Is no good. Saved again. This is Furphy. Out again. Harris gonna sort everything out. Guarded by Nemhard. Harris inside. Here's Dickinson. Dickinson. Harris. Drives inside. Pull up. 2. No good again. Guess third time's not the charm. Here comes the Dogs. Nemhard, pull up for 2, short. Yee. Back come the Hawks. Adams, right up there, but it's a offensive foul. Again, no McCullough, he's out. I guess with an injury. I don't know the whole situation. It's weird. Here's their leading scorer, and yeah, he's not playing, so that's tough. So substitutions. There's Jackson in the game now for the Jayhawks and for Adams. Number 13, Jackson. Did a little bit last game. Didn't do much from what I understand. Here's Nemhard. Open 3. Greg missed it. That comes Timberlake. Corner, Furphy. Inside for Dickinson. Dickinson spins up and he completely airmailed it. Oh my God. Back come the Dogs. Here's Nemhard. Getting everything situated and sorted out. Running through a play. Inside. Here's the corner. To the wing. Hickman. Drives up and he airmailed it. Up and another miss. My God. Out of bounds. They will say he's still with the Dogs. Gosh. Wow. I love March Madness. I'm going to say it over and over like I sound like a broken record, but I freaking love this time of year. I love it. What's not to love? And a kick ball. Oh, Marco Jackson. Braden Huff. Yeah. Here's a 3. I think this is Huff. Is good. Yeah, it's Huff. Huff, Huff, and I'll pull your hats down. That's right, because Greg looks like he has like the Frohawk thing going. Looks like he has a mullet. Kick out. Timberlake for threes. No good. They're having some trouble with that. 22-21 Kansas. Spins. Kicks it out. Nice save by Nemard against Dickinson. He's trying to size them up. Get some space maybe. Inside. Backing down. Here's Huff. Back to Hickman. The Huff. Huff. And oh, no travel. Got to drive. Up and another miss. Both teams are just missing some of these shots, man. Sheesh. Up. Almost blocked. Maybe a little block. Back come the Dogs. Up. In the dunk, and he missed it again. Here comes Hickman. That is in and out. Oh, my God. Harris. Oh, my God. Dickinson. Drives up and got the basket. That ball does not like Gonzaga. My God. Nemard. Hickman for three. Got it. As I say that, he hits a three. Nolan Hickman for three. Yeah, buddy. And now it's 24 apiece. Here's Harris. Here's Jackson. Jackson. Oh, nice move. Oh, damn. Sauced him up and he missed a shot. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Kansas. Sauced him up and he missed the shot. So yeah, Stromer's in there, number 4 for Gonzaga. Didn't mention him before. Yeah. You'll notice a lot of teams don't use a whole lot of subs. Some do, though. All right, so here's the inbound. Goes out. Keep an eye on Braun. I think he might be back out there. Is that? Yeah, that's Braun right there, number 23, I'm pretty sure. I wish you could turn around so I can confirm. But yeah, there's Greg. Okay. That is him. Okay. Yeah, Parker Braun's out there now. The brother of Christian Braun. For anyone who was really wondering, yes, that is him. Graham Ike back out there. What's up, Steele Jackson? How you doing? I know you've had fun this offseason in the NFL, right? Freaking Jacob was in the chat a couple days ago talking all kinds of crap, which is what you would expect, right? You know, Steeler fans are feeling good. They got Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited. All I'm going to say is just be prepared to get abused with memes. Be prepared for the onslaught of memes and trolling if Wilson goes out and plays like ass again. Because you know that the Steelers' O-line isn't great, and now he's in a division with some of the best defenses. He's got to deal with some gnarly pass rushers. Of course, Za'Darius and Miles in Cleveland. Whatever the heck the Ravens have. I don't even know who they even have at pass rusher anymore. And then the Bungles, of course, have Trey Hendrickson and Chris Hubbard and all them. Well, not Chris Hubbard. They have Hubbard. Sam Hubbard. Really? I'm a Buckeye. I was like, all right, Chris Hubbard. He's a former Brown, but he's an offensive lineman. It's crazy, though, because I remember the old days when Kevin Colbert was the GM of the Steelers. They never participated in free agency. It's like, you want to compare it to something now? Kevin Colbert running the Steelers is like what we're seeing from the Cowboys. They never made moves. Never. If they did, they were very small. They never made moves. They were like the guardians of the NFL, pretty much. But yeah, Omar Khan takes over, and all of a sudden they actually figure out that free agency is good. It's legal. Free agency is legal. You can sign players. Kevin Colbert's probably sitting back like, wait, we can do that? Like, yeah. You've been able to do it since the freaking 90s. Actually, you've been able to do it forever. It's just that they had a salary cap in the 90s to stop the Niners and the freaking Cowboys from running everything, from running the league every year. Because you could sign however many players you wanted to. Imagine this day and age if there was no salary cap in the NFL. Blah. If it was like baseball, based on market size and how aggressive your owner is. Well, we've already seen how aggressive our owner is. Haslam is not afraid to spend money. Complete polar opposite than the dumbass Dolans who never want to spend a dime. They spent more on a political campaign for their brother. And he lost. Like, how? Classic. Braun. Here's inside. Kick it out. Adams. Harris for two. It's good. Rattled everywhere and then finally went in. 26-24 Kansas. Here's Nemard. Three. Greg got it. Yeah, Greg. Or is that Greg? That's not Greg, is it? I didn't know if that was him, but I looked at the back of his head. He has like a mullet thing going on almost. Here's number 11. Gets it out to Jackson. Jackson inside the paint. Almost lost it. Got it to Braun. Here's Harris. Inside, and it's too spicy. Out of bounds. Turnover. It's like a ball. Hey, that's Greg. That's my guy, Greg. Yeah. And Greg. Here comes Nemhard taking it up against Harris. 27-26 Gonzaga. 6:57 to go, and there's my guy Greg again. No, that's not Greg. That's 34. Just assume every big man's Greg. That's so, wow. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, it's 29-26 Gonzaga. Harris. That was Huff. Okay. God, their big men are literally Huff and Greg. Wow. And Greg obviously amped about something. There's a whistle. All right. Oh yeah, look at Greg getting his hands in there, and guess they called a whistle or something on it. But here comes Gonzaga. Nemard inside, and it goes to nobody. But I believe it was touched by Kansas, so it'll stay with the Dogs. There was a foul on Adams before. That's what the whistle was. All right. Makes sense. Okay. Here's Hickman. Getting a double team. Wow. Trying to get it inside. Here's Greg. Goes up and got it. A little bit of contact. No foul or anything. All of a sudden, the Dogs are up 31-26. 7-0 run for Gonzaga. Harris gets it out to Furphy. Here's Harris. Drives up and missed it. Greg with the rebound. He'll get it up ahead. Here's Nemard racing to the rim. Open. Corner three. No. No. Here comes Kansas. Timberlake. Harris. Dickinson. Nice pass to cutting Timberlake up, and there was a whistle. There was a whistle. Right into Adams' chest and bullied him inside. All right, so free throws coming up for Nick Timberlake. No relation adjusted, as far as I know. Nah. Just kidding. All right. Free throw number 2 is good. 31-27 Gonzaga. Nicholas Timberlake. Here comes the Dogs. Nemhard. Here's Greg to Nemhard. Again. Nemhard. Greg. Inside all alone. And there's a dunk. Timeout, Kansas. They left the dude wide open under the basket. Easy dunk for Mr. Huff. He's, of course, hyped. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. 5:11 to go in the first. And yeah, this is entertaining. All right. I can only imagine what people on social media are saying right now. By the way, I am aware the Browns did bring back Cade York, but I'm not going to do a video on a backup freaking kicker. Like, doing videos for special team, like, gunners and stuff, that's borderline. I'm not going to do a video for a backup kicker. Like, no. No. All right, 33-27. Here's Harris. Right wing area. Inside and almost a turnover. Furphy, he bailed him out. Dickinson, Harris, kick it out. Timberlake missed the three. I don't know what the heck Greg was doing. Oh, he eats the ball up, and it somehow ends up back with Furphy, who had just went back across the other side. Dickinson, got it for three. Furphy was almost over and back. Here's Hickman. Here's a three for Huff. Huff missed it. Here comes the Jayhawks. Inside for Dickinson. Goes up and around, and he's fouled by Huff. Could have had an N1, but he missed it. Dickinson has 8 points so far. Shoulder's all wrapped up because he hurt his shoulder, I think, in what is it? The last tournament game they played, I believe it was. During the Big 12 tournament. I think. If I remember correctly, that's where he hurt himself. Yeah. Drives Nemhard to lob inside, up and good for Watson. So that wasn't Watson. Who is that? I think that was Watson. Yeah, that was Watson. Okay. I'm tripping. Inside, and there's too easy for Mr. Dickinson. 35-33 Gonzaga. Dude, the scoreboard is like so far back. Here's Nemhard. Gets it off to Greg. Inside, here's Watson. Back out, Nemhard. Nemhard. Here's Huff. Leaving him open for some reason. He'll pull up, and that's probably why they leave him open, because he ain't going to hit it. They're willing to let him hit that shot, I guess, or try it. They're like, do it, you won't. Here's Harris. Harris. Outside, Timberlake. Jackson. Drives. Lost the ball. Doinked off of Hickman, and then he lost the ball. Kansas gets it back. Timberlake inside for a nice pass, and the open layup for DeJuan Harris. It's a breakdown on defense right there. 2:30 to go in the half. Tied at 35. Huff gives it off to Hickman. Hickman drives and good for two. 37-35 for Gonzaga. This is what you love to see in March Madness. These kind of games, back and forth. I guess that this game could have easily been like a Final Four or an Elite Eight matchup. Possibly even a freaking naughty game matchup in years past. Harris leaving him open for three, and he makes him pay with the three. I don't know why they leave him open like that. They just forgot about him. It's like, oh, he can shoot? Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Here comes the Dogs. See, everything flows so much better when you actually know the names of the players. Hickman, pull up for two is good. Oh, nice shot. Timberlake will get it off to Harris. Harris gonna bring it up. Guarded by Nemard. Ooh, pretty hard screen by Dickinson. Drive out. Three. Furphy. Three. Furphy for three. And I mean, whoever wins this game is probably going to smoke Purdue with the way they play. And Huff with the two. I'm going to get those two mixed up a lot for some reason. I don't know why. It's just random. Like, oh, well. Yeah, there's Huff waiting on Dickinson, talking to the ref for some reason. 4 ties, 5 lead changes. Biggest lead was Gonzaga by 6. Same for Kansas. 3 ball. Got it. Like, neither team can get away from the other one. Neither team can really get far ahead. Because if they do, the other team just screams right back. But that's what you love. Biggest lead for either team is 6. And we have about 10 seconds, so this could be the final shot here. Nemard. Hold up. Bricked it. Saved. Up. Good. Got the... Okay. And one. And one. Give him the and one. That ref signal was confusing. I made it seem like, is that a offensive or is that a... Give him the and one. Yeah, that was the and one. All right. Sometimes these refs, they kind of like combine like their hoo-ah, or they go ha. Some refs, they make it look like it's an offensive foul, but in reality, it's actually just an and one. To wait for the reaction of the freaking Gonzaga bench and say, okay, that's what it was. All right. All right. Yay. Wow. So these people were, I guess, scuba diving in Italy. Yeah, from Rome. Oh wow. So yeah, they were scuba diving around. I think it was Italy or Greece, and they thought they saw dead bodies in the water under the sand. They called the cops, and turns out there are 2 bronze statues from the 5th century BC. Like, damn. BC means before Christ, by the way, in case you didn't know. History, fellas. John Brower Minnick, an American man, holds the record for being the heaviest recorded human in history, reaching a peak weight of 1,400 pounds. How the hell could you live like that? Transported to the University of Washington Medical Center in Seattle. It took over a dozen firefighters to transport him there. Huh? What? Being put on a strict 1,200 calorie per day diet during this hospital stay. He managed to shed over 900 pounds in 2 years. After leaving the hospital, he regained much of the weight and died in September weighing 800 pounds. Someone in the comments said, me looking in comments for details. Unrelated meme, unrelated meme, unrelated meme, add, unrelated meme, unrelated meme, add, unrelated meme. Comments aren't even like, you almost forget that you're looking at a tweet. It's like, is this like a secondary timeline or something? Damn. So there's Greg. What's up, Greg? It's my dude, Greg. Has an N1 coming up. Free throw is up and no good. And that'll do it for the first half. So Kansas up by 1 point. And yeah, this only tells us that the second half is going to be as crazy as the first. What's up, Tropical Laser? Oh yeah, great game. Yeah, fantastic game. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Thank you very much. Just what we needed to get this day started. So, scoring wise, the Bulldogs, starter wise, surprisingly, Nemhard has not scored. He's taken 4 shots and he's missed them all. Ouch. But leading the way, you have Greg and Hickman leading with 9 apiece. 8 for Watson, 6 for Ike. And then off the bench, 11 for Huff. And Stromer is the only other guy off the bench that we've seen so far. He had 0. Yeah. And then for Kansas, it's almost been a 2-man show. Dickinson has 13, 10 for Harris, 9 for Furphy, and then 6 apiece for Adams and Timberlake. The bench only seen Braun and Jackson. They haven't really done much. Seemingly that seems to be what they do over there. This bench never usually does much. That's the way college ball is, though. Teams will maybe use like 3 or 4 guys off the bench. Ohio State, when Holtmid coached there, they used maybe 2 or 3 guys off the bench. But now that Diebler took over, they've used quite a few guys. All right. The heck? Most dangerous beach in Michigan. 500-foot climb back to the top. What? Avoid getting stuck at the bottom. What? Lake levels are high. The only way out is up. Rescues cost $3,000. Keep yourself and our rescuers out of danger. What they need on this beach, though, is like a rope thing so you can pull yourself up. Or an escalator. Yeah, an escalator. Yeah, that'll at least get you halfway. Imagine like an escalator going up the beach. Nah. Nope. Oh, Kansas and oh yeah, team up north in women's basketball. God, so they got both Kansas women's and men's basketball going on right now. Ooh. Oh, damn. Caleb Love got crossed back to North Carolina. Pyrotechnic skydiving. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's nice. Seeing stuff on Twitter. It's like, okay. Wow. And you can't see me. Wow. The heck? 84% of brackets picked Arizona to the Sweet 16. I think I had Gonzaga. No, I had Arizona winning my one bracket. Yeah. Right, Carol? Shoot. This is Nagashi Somen or flowing noodles is a playful dining experience where diners catch noodles flowing through long bamboo chutes filled with running water. Okay. All right then. All right. See what else is going on. See if anything's happened with the basketball transfer portal. Every day you get like two or three new names added to the portal, maybe more. There's probably been like a couple hundred that have been added already. And Ohio State hasn't really been active for the most part. I mean, they have their targets, but they're not interested in some of these guys that they're mentioning. Wow. Hmm. Harris Reed from the team up north. Interest from Georgetown, Arkansas, Kansas State, Providence, Ole Miss, Pitt, Mizzou, UCLA, Penn State, Oregon, Northwestern, Boise State, Davidson, Mississippi State, Iona, Memphis, LSU, Nebraska, Xavier, Memphis, and SMU. Yeah. All right. What's up, Laura? What's up, Daniel? Damn, Daniel. The hell? Heck is uh? Well, gee, what the heck? I didn't know they were like that. Damn. Okay. Right then. Just saw something extremely weird from friggin' Dragon Ball Z on my timeline right now. The baby Goku or something like that. Like, what the heck? Yeah, you would never see this in freaking today's day and age. You can tell this is from the 90s or early 2000s. This is the OG Dragon Ball. What the heck? I can understand. Wait, what is it? I can never understand. I can understand the argument of Goku never seeing a girl before, and thus just being too innocent to understand what he did. Dude, for those who don't know what I'm looking at right now, from Dragon Ball Z, this is probably from like the early 2000s, right? This is the original Dragon Ball. I think this is Baby Goku or something. Anyways, there's this chick sleeping in a bed. Okay. Yeah. This dude rolls up under the bed and like he puts his head, right, on her freaking, you know, it's not even the worst part. He just like lays there like, huh? He goes to look back and he starts like, I'm not even gonna talk about it. You'd have to see it to believe it, Billy. It's freaking weird. Some weird ass stuff. Like I said, it would never get through this day and age. Ah, well, it's some weird stuff. The things I see on my Twitter timeline nowadays are just weird. Please destroy the Eagles like the Niners made out of 6 games. Damn. We'll see. I'd love to beat the crap out of the Eagles again, though. Especially with how loud and obnoxious their fan base is nowadays. I would love to put Jalen Hurts in the dirt a couple times, right? Yeah, see Myles Garrett get a couple sacks and yeah, Nick Chubb or somebody from our team freaking destroys them. I don't know if it'll be Nick Chubb. It'd be great if it was Jerry Jeudy to do it in his first game or whatever, depending on when we play them. Yo, I gotta freaking watch this freaking video, like, see what the hell he was talking about, bro. Like, no lie. So this is what happens in the video. I'm gonna give you a little play-by-play of what this video I just saw. So, okay, so there's a chick sleeping on the bed. All right, this is Dragon Ball Z. Okay, cool. Looks like she's in her underwear too, which is kind of weird. But Goku, I guess this is Goku, crawls up into the bed and lays his head down on her crotch. He's like, wait, what the heck? What's this? He looks at it. Uh, okay, yeah, that's just weird. That this stuff it would never get through this day and age. He canceled the first minute after it showed. They would never see it again. Never, never. Someone on the comments said Grandpa Gohan was a little preoccupied with keeping Goku from going grade 8 to teach him the birds and the bees. Okay. The loser anime community will tell you all that it is not meant for kids. Wow. Wait, what the heck? Someone said, what's crazy is he laid there expecting a duh, and the absence of one is what blew his mind. Oh my god. Hey, Goku, you learned anatomy. Congratulations. Oh man, yeah, like I said. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the things you see. And you see why I don't really want to be showing my freaking screen, my computer screen on freaking camera when I show you guys Twitter stuff. Like when I do trade deadline streams, why I don't just constantly have my timeline on computer because you never know what's gonna pop up, especially at this day and age. I go to a tweet, I go to an innocent little tweet talking about maybe this game. Okay, you'll see a tweet saying like, "Oh, Hunter Dickinson just made a crazy ass shot. Oh my god!" Well, you know what you'll see in the freaking comment section? Nothing but bots, bot accounts. They're either ads, bot accounts, whether the OnlyFans or Other weird stuff. Like, bro, Elon Musk said no more bots. Nah, they're everywhere now. Yeah, they're everywhere. And the worst part is, Elon Musk gave trolls the ultimate power a while back by making it super easy to get a blue check mark. Right? That used to be for only the I guess the main accounts, like the very like, writers and people that are important. Like you would look for a check mark when you see something. That would tell you that it's legit. Well, now anybody who's anybody can have a check mark. So trolls took that all the way and started making fake accounts, making up fake rumors, and trying to dupe innocent people like you and I. Elon is out of touch. Yeah, somewhat. For everyone that's in here, you think UConn wins it all again. It's very possible. Very, very possible. UK hurt my heart. Damn, yeah, it sucks with you Kentucky though, because they've lost in the first round 2 of the last 3 years. And it's like, wow. Calipari's days might be numbered. Oh my god, that's just. Can't imagine that being the animator making this scene though. Like, come on, man. They was out of line for that. Oh man, that's funny. Wow. Oh, that's enough of that for one day. Oh, Rocha talking about Blake Snell. That's what he talks about now is Blake Snell, which I get because they signed Blake Snell. By the way, did you guys know that the Giants signed Blake Snell? Yeah. Yep. Never realized how freaking long college overtime is. And then there's Dashy trying to gloat at freaking the team up north. That's funny. He's gonna have Wolverine trolls coming after him. So yeah, we're a few minutes from resumption, heading into the second half. First half was insane. I can only imagine how good the second half will be. If it's anything like the first half, this game might go over to overtime. Uh, I got the Tar Heels. Calipari is an AAU coach. I respect him, but at the same time, how much more of this can the Wildcats take before they decide to pull the trigger? Well, the only thing keeping Calipari in Kentucky this year is his buyout. It's like $30 million buyout. Next year, this continues, he might go bye bye. He could legit go bye bye. I don't think he'll be going anywhere this year, obviously. Now, the buyout's too immense, unless they want to pay that money. In which case, have fun finding a new coach. Ohio State was in the market for a new coach, but then they decided to just stick with the guy they replaced Holt Mid with. mid. Yeah, Holt mid. Giants have a good rotation with Webb, Cobb, and Snell. Lineup still sucks. It doesn't suck. It's mid. It's alright. Get the job done as long as your pitching holds it down. I mean, it's not the worst lineup I've ever seen. Looking at you, Oakland. But still, we get the job done. Can't believe next week's already freaking baseball. Supermarket section change. So that's how they be flipping everything around every once in a while. They put the freaking shelves on these rollers and they move the whole ass section. Man, I hate it when I go to Walmart one time, right? And everything's in a spot. I go there a little while later and they moved everything. It's like, it's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, that's how they do it. They put all the shelves. I mean, people probably thought, did they just like take everything off the shelf itself and move it? No, that would take forever. So we're getting ready for the second half. Like I said, this should be a good one. Should be a fun second half. So yeah, we are about ready to get back underway for the second half from the Delta Center in Utah, Salt Lake City, home of the Jazz. There's Coach Mark Few for the almost the Grizzlies for Gonzaga, and of course there's Coach Bill Self for the Jayhawks. There's Hunter Dickinson and Ike Timberlake to Trigger, and we're back. Here's Harris, guarded by Nemhard, over to Timberlake. Here's Adams, back to Harris. Dickinson to Harris, guarded by Hickman. Harris, corner. Here's Furphy. Furphy gonna spin up and he completely missed, but he got his own miss. Timberlake fires for three. Got it. 47-43. Here's Hickman. He'll pull up for three. He hits the three. Again, neither team can really escape each other right now. Neither team can really escape. Largest lead for either team was 6. 1-point lead for Kansas. There's another miss. Ike up for Nemhard. Nemhard over to Watson. Here's Hickman. Hickman drives up and gets the basket with a friendly roll. 48-47. Here's Furphy over to Harris. Harris out. Adams floater good. All right. Now back come the Grizzlies. Damn, that's the Grizzlies. Thinking Oakland. Here's Ike. Working on Dickinson. Turnaround jumper. It's good. Teams are just back and forth, back and forth. 50-49 Gonzaga. Harris gives it off to Timberlake. Timberlake to Adams. Got it by Watson. Adams to Dickinson. Doubled. Harris. Furphy for three is no good. Here comes Nemhard gives it off. Nice dunk by Watson. Ooh. The dude's a thumper, man. My God. Here's Harris. Guarded by Nemhard. Nice pass. Furphy. Timberlake. Over to Adams. Adams. To Harris again. Harris gonna drive. Goes up. Off the glass and he missed it. Furphy had the rebound, but he lost it. Ooh, that dunk by Watson, though. Here's the inbound on the baseline. Out to Dickinson. Adams. Here's Watson. Harris. Excuse me. Inside Dickinson. Corner. Furphy. No good. Ike with the rebound. Already almost 4 minutes past here in the second half. God. 54-49. Here comes the Jayhawks. Pass inside Dickinson. Turn around. Hook is no good. Ike to Nemhard. Nemhard brings it up. Over to Ike. Off the glass and in with a little mwah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Timeout, Kansas. So this is the largest lead of the night. 7 for Gonzaga. I'm actually excited for baseball season. First time in 11 years, I'm saying that. Wow. Yeah, the Pirates have actually had an active offseason for once. Very interesting to see how they do. The Guardians, as usual, didn't do diddly squat in free agency. They only signed some minor guys. They're relying solely on what they already have. Yeah. Wing stop. Uh, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but we actually have a chance to win our first division title in 25 years. I think Pittsburgh can definitely do it. It's not going to be easy, though. I mean, the Cubs are looking good. The Reds are still hanging around. Cardinals are going to be the Cardinals as usual. They're going to probably linger around. Coming off one of the worst seasons, if not the worst season that they've seen over there in many, many years. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh can definitely do it. See how it goes. So, anyways, back to basketball. Harris gives it off to Furphy. Furphy, pull up two, short. Here comes Nemhard racing up the floor. Watson fouled. And he will get 2 shots. You know, the timeout, of course. More commercials. What we love, right? We love commercials. Yeah, who doesn't love them, right? Who doesn't love commercials? People that actually want to watch basketball or sports. It's like, hey, we're watching commercials and a basketball game broke out. Hmm. All right, thank you guys. Hey. Okay, so as far as guys in foul trouble, no, nothing actually. Adams and Dickinson have 2 fouls apiece. Ike has two on the Bulldogs, so that's it. As far as I think. Yeah. So here's Anton Watson has 10 points so far, including a pretty sick looking dunk earlier. Free throw is good. Coming up in about a half hour, you have Michigan State and UNC facing off. Winner of this game, I believe, faces Purdue or I forget who they're facing, but who cares? Yeah. Here's Dickinson, gives it off Harris. Inside Adams. And there's a foul. Damn. All right. 9-point lead for Gonzaga. Another foul. That'll be a turnover. Or I think maybe he stepped out. I don't know. Scored on all 7 possessions in the second half for Gonzaga. Wow. Hickman. Open 3. Got it again. 13-0 run for Gonzaga. Furphy to Dickinson. Furphy up and no good. And we have a foul on the floor. So you see there's Greg over there. Probably coming in a little later. Inside, Adams. Up and he missed it. God. Here comes the Dogs. Hickman. Inside, Ike. Up and he missed it. Out of bounds. It'll be Jayhawk ball. By far the largest lead of the game right here for either team. .12 lead. 3 fouls on Greg. I think Stromer's in the game now for the Dogs. Harris. Floater is no good. Rebound. Putback missed it. Rebounded by Watson. Here comes the Dogs again. Nemard gonna back off. Ike and Dickinson going at it inside. Ike working inside. Turn around. Jumper. Got it. 63-49 Gonzaga. Jeez. Can Kansas actually score? They've scored 5 points in this half. Pull up 2. Short. Here's back inside. Dickinson finally gets the basket to go in. It's the lead. 2-12. And a foul. That's on Harris. All right. Nemhard goes running around under the baseline. Drives Nemhard, corner, Watson, 3. Got it. Gonzaga's starting to open it up on Kansas now. 23-7 run here in the quarter or the half. 3's no good. Nemhard lost the ball, taken away by Furphy. Furphy fouled. Oh, Kansas. Yeah, right there. Oh, God. Inbound from Harris goes out. Ron's in the game now. The lob and the dunk. Oh. 66-53. Here's Nemhard. Yeah. Nemhard. Up and oh, I had 24-second violation. Huff tried to get it in there before, but nope. Great defense though by Parker Braun. On the Jayhawks. Drives. Drives up, and he got blocked by the rim. Nice pass. Harris. Here's Jackson. He stumbles and lost the ball out of bounds. Back to the Dogs as Hickman is down. All right. You got an injury timeout. Caitlin Clark's dad was fed up with her complaining. Her dad was like, "Stop! Stop it! Stop complaining! Damn it! Your reputation is not looking good. You're looking like a baby, acting like a little child out there." Unhinged against the 16 seed. Like they're beating up on Holy Cross, and yet Clark's out here acting stupid. Okay. What's up, JB Taylor? I'll be on his channel later tonight for Texas and Tennessee. Or should I say Texas and Tennessee? What's so great about dumb old Texas? Texas is dumb. Jews from Texas are dumb. People from Texas are dumb. No, no, clearly not. No. Wow. What's so great about dumb old Texas? Chick, what am I now? Stupid? Oh, I'm Texas. What's the difference? Then he gets his ass kicked by Sandy Cheeks. Damn. All right, here's Gonzaga back with it. Huff backing down. Jackson. Nice pass inside and the basket. It's okay. Is that Watson? Yeah, that was Watson. All right. Harris gives it off to Timberlake. Here's Jackson. Guarded by Watson. Murphy gives it off. Adams. Here's Jackson. Jackson inside. Gets it. Pull up. Timberlake is an air ball. Barely hit. I'm sorry, barely hit rim. Technically, it's not an air ball, but it did look like one. Wide open in the corner. Hits the three. He's like, 71-53 Gonzaga. You have Greg out here hitting the arrow, Selly. Wow. 28-9 second half. for Gonzaga. How many times have we seen this? It's like they're like, hey yo, Crazy Dog's streaming us. You can just see like they're in the freaking in the locker room on their phones, just checking stuff. They be looking at YouTube and someone's like, yo, like what? That Crazy Dog dude's streaming us again. They're like, no way. It's like, yeah, he's streaming us again. You know what that means, huh? What does that mean? You got a shot for the dude. Let's go out there and kick their ass one time. And that's exactly what they've been doing. They've been beating their faces in. 28-9 second half so far for Gonzaga. Kentucky should have, no, Kentucky. Kansas should have lost to Samford. Kansas should have lost to Samford. Nope. Ugh. Wait, they got real grass now at Cowboys Stadium. That looks weird. Of course, they get that for soccer, but not for NFL. They should just keep the actual grass and see how it looks for NFL. No, they'll rip it up after the CONCACAF stuff's over and they'll put back in their artificial turf. Go Killers! Because that's what it is. It doesn't allow the tendons and stuff in the legs to fully stretch out and expand like they normally do when you're running, and that's where these muscles get hurt. But here's Adams out. Harris drives, floater, bricked again. My God, the Brickhawks, brah. Here's Furphy inside. Adams turn around, missed it again. Jeez. This could turn into a blowout. Man. All right. Here's Nemhard. Drives. Kick out. Here's Watson. Watson in a little bit of trouble. Almost lost it. Nemhard. Guarded double. Kick it out. Pull up for two. Is no good. Almost saved by Greg. Here comes the Jayhawks. Down by 18. Inside. And another miss for Dickinson. Can't even hit a damn layup. What are we doing? Or what are they doing? Who's we? We? 13 in the first half. 2 for Dickinson in the second half. Greg. 3. Got it. Stromer's even hitting threes on these guys, man. Dang. These guys are hitting threes. Dickinson in and out. 74-53. This is 4 of 23 in the second half. They were 17 of 34 in the first half. 50%. When I say they cooled down, man, my God. Arctic blast. Watson. Inside. Nemhard. Got 4 on the shot clock. Up and barely got it off. Wow. Furphy to Dickinson. Here's Furphy. No good. Man, when I say they got cold, they are freezing. Ooh, it's freezing. Oh, man, Kansas. We put on a sweater. Turn on the heat. You're ice cold. You're freezing. Like there's icicles hanging from your nose. And it goes out of bounds back to Kansas. Who I got? Gonzaga. I've had Gonzaga all game. Yeah, once upon a time, this was a 1-point game. Yep. This used to be a 1-point game. And then Kansas forgot that you need to play 2 halves. 11 points off of 7 turnovers. Okay, well, 11 points off of turnovers for Gonzaga. Nice pass. Look at these passes. Nemhard, and there's a foul. These guys are getting like stylish behind the head passes. Like, what are we doing? Wow. So yeah, Gonzaga looks like they'll be heading to the Sweet 16 again. In fact, let's take a look at the bracket again here as I pull it up. I thought Kansas was going to give them a fight, and they were giving them a fight for the first half, and then they forgot to show up in the second half. Did the Monstars show up and take their talent or something? My God. Yo, were they doing like carnival games at halftime and they just forgot to remove the carnival rims? Because my God, it's like you'd think that there was carnival rims out there. Jeez. Jeez, man. Once again, I will be live tonight, obviously, with my guy JB Taylor, who is just in the chat. I'll be live with him on his channel for Texas and Tennessee. There's going to be a whole lot of orange. Orange with envy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do, 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 do. Dee, dee, dee. All right. Been streaming almost 2 hours, and this game was fun for about an hour of it. Like, this game was very entertaining. Back and forth. I mean, heck, for the first half, the largest lead was 6. It's now ballooned to 21. I mean, is Kansas dead? Pretty much. I mean, you might as well. Wow, Guardians are winning. Nice. Yee. I know it's spring training, but yay, Guardians are winning. Woo. They're beating Arizona. All of a sudden, the Guardians are winning spring training games. They were losing so many of them, but now it's like, now they're winning more. Facing Zach Gallen. Let's see how they scored. Okay, so O'Naylor singled, scored a run. Brennan singled, scored a run. And Fry scored on a throwing error. And then Arias singled to center, scoring a run. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. 14 bench points for Gonzaga, only 2 for Kansas. They're almost, they're pretty close in points in the paint. But literally, other than that, Kansas can't buy a bucket right now. Kansas legit cannot buy a basket. Free throw number 1 is good. Nemhard finally on the board there. Kansas fans looking like they're kind of just like, can we come back? But yeah, winner of this game will face off against, where are they at? Oh yeah, Purdue and Utah State. So it's looking like we are probably going to get Gonzaga, Purdue. Purdue! I root for the Zags next to us, and all the other Pac-12 teams are welcome to give us the money. 13 of 16 in the last 12 minutes for Gonzaga. Oh, look at this. Nemhard almost hooking a dude. All right. Watson gives it off. Here's Nemhard. Nemhard getting doubled. Inside. Watson backing down. Up. And he's fouled. Ah. Up. And good. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs right now is actually Watson and Hickman with 17 apiece. Greg and Ike have 12 apiece. And then there's Nemhard, who's got 4 points. But 12 assists. Dang. If he can just score 6 more points, he'll have a double-double. Wow. Kick it out. Jackson. Here's what was that? Wagner. 3 ball. No again. No surprise. Bum. Yeah, 18 for Watson now. Nemard just taking it up. Oh, 6:42 to go. Nemard. Watson. Here's Hickman. Inside. Watson. Up and under. Good. Dramatic slide, but he's good to go. Jumps right back up and gets back on defense. Floater is missed again, bro. These guys cannot buy a basket. 35-9 second half for Gonzaga. Damn. Like, Kansas is legit getting good looks. Nothing is falling. This game is going to balloon to like a freaking 30-point W for freaking Gonzaga. Oh, brother. Samford's like, see, we should have beat these guys. We would have given Gonzaga more of a matchup. Nah, it would have been a 40-point W if that's the case. I'll tell you what. Purdue beats Utah State. Gonzaga is going to be more than a match for them. A lot of dejected Kansas fans. Nemhard inbounding. Here's Ike. Backing him down. Turn around and he airballed. Here's Jackson. Drives up and basket. Woo. Bronx cheer. Yeah. Go crazy. Go stupid. Yeah, go crazy. Go stupid. Yeah. Woo, go stupid. Yeah, go crazy. About 5.5 minutes to go here in the game. You can essentially say this one's over. Barring like a 20-0 run by Kansas. Danning Manning. What a name. Kansas forward in the late 80s, 84 to 88. I think he was like a player of the year or something. Inside, kicks it out. Here's Jackson. 3 ball for Braun is good. Hey, they hit a 3. Whoa. Yeah. Comeback time, baby. Only down 22. Woo. Man. Guarded by Braun. A little bit of tussling going on inside. Here's Greg. Huff trying his best to get in position. Greg for 2 is good. Wow. Adams. This pass. Adams. 2. Good. Now they're hitting their shots when the game's already pretty much over. Classic. Man. Watson inside. Greg missed it. I'm sorry, Huff missed it. The 4th time I've gotten them mixed up. Jackson 3. Missed it. It's like a fun word I've said about 100,000 times in this stream. Missed it. 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 Miss. 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 I sound like a freaking psychotic freaking old person. Miss. 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 Or like, this is more misses. I haven't seen this many misses since what? The last wedding I went to. Oh man. Miss, 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 miss. Man, this game got out of hand real quick. But yeah, shout out to everybody watching tonight. Was It was a great game for the first half, and yeah. Kansas shooting tour dates. 1901 Ford something. It's funny. A Ford something. Ah. So yeah, there's out west, yeah. UNC and Sparty, Alabama, Grand Canyon. There's a turnover. Blocked by Watson. Adams, and then he just got his pocket picked by Hickman. About 3:09 to go. Kansas 7 of 31 in the second half from the field. Nemard. And it's out of bounds. Parker Braun. It was 44-43 Kansas at halftime. And then Gonzaga brought out the belt. Yeah, they brought out the belt, and the rest was history. Floater up, and he missed, but he's fouled. This game got way out of hand. Hella quick. Of course, McCullough wasn't available for the Jayhawks. A lot of people could say that's the reason why they got blasted. Well, it's not that. It's the fact that literally they couldn't make a damn thing for like 10 minutes in this freaking half. It was like they only had 9 points for most of this half. In the half at all. Like, that's crazy. Offense just went to sleep. They forgot to bring out the offense again. They left the offense in the locker room. There's a basket for number 11. Couldn't quite catch the name. Oh, Watson got hit in the face. Oh, McDowell. Oh, right there, yeah. Jamari McDowell came in, scored, and also hit Watson in the face with an elbow in the process. So Watson's day is probably done anyway. Yeah. 2:28 to go. A 40-18 second half for Gonzaga. Absolute massacre. And I was talking like this game was going to probably go to overtime, possibly, but nope. Heckman, almost blocked by Braun, but there's a foul in the process. And once again, there's Greg again. So Gonzaga's season is going to continue. They will face Purdue or Utah State. You'd have to assume it's going to be Purdue, although never underestimate a team like Utah State. It'd be hilarious if Utah State beat Purdue. But yeah, it's most likely going to be Gonzaga Purdue. Hard gets the rebound after the missed free throw against Adams. Oh, he's trying to cross him up. Oh, and then he lost the ball, taken by the Jayhawks. There was a dunk. Ooh, yeah, nice. That's Jackson. Yeah, we're going to start seeing the benches empty now. 20-point lead for Gonzaga with about 1:40 to go. Benches are going to empty now, it looks like. Hickman, here's Greg. Ike. Three ball is off. Rebounded by Ike. Turn around. Got it. One for Ike. Because why not? Why not? You can easily have three players with double doubles, but and you see players coming off now on both sides. I think Harris is a senior, so obviously his college career is going to end. See what the future holds for him and many others on these teams on Kansas especially. See what they do in the portal. I'll look at their recruiting too. Free throw is up and good. Yeah, this game's been over for about. Now I'm not going to say the whole entire half, but it was close for a couple minutes in the start of the second half. But then it's like Gonzaga just pulled away. Kansas went down. Three balls off. And now here comes the Dogs back the other way. You got pretty much all backups out there now for both sides. And there's a foul. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Not a foul. With about 1:02 left, we're not going to see a 23-0 run in the final 2 minutes. That'd be nuts, but no. Up and good. You'd need 7 threes in 2 minutes. Or not even a minute. That's not happening. That's some Tracy McGrady level type thing. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it. Game's been over for a while. And there's a foul. That'll, I think, get Jackson back to the line. That was Jun Suk Yo with that jumper for the Bulldogs before. Young Suk Yo. Pavel Stosic is in the game also for Gonzaga. He had the foul. Been good. You see Jackson will check out. Yeah, I think Few's son is on the court right now too. Now, hold up, no good. And that'll pretty much do it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and a foul just for lulz. Oh. So Parker Braun gets the rebound on that last miss. So yeah, Gonzaga moving on. They will face Purdue or Utah State, most likely Purdue, in the Sweet 16. Wow. So yeah, for Kansas, solid first half, right up there. You were actually beating Gonzaga, and then you just kind of folded like a lawn chair in the wind. So that's gonna do it. Gonzaga defeats Kansas 89-68, and they move on to face Purdue or Utah State in the Sweet 16. And looking at how things will shape up for them in recruiting here in a second, I'll look up their recruiting too, just to see how Kansas is looking. I'm sure they're going to be active in the portal too. But yeah, Gonzaga will head to Detroit for the Sweet 16. But anyways, for the Bulldogs, they were led with 21 from Watson, solid game. 17 for Hickman, 15 apiece for Ike and Greg, 5 for Nemard. Off the bench, 11 from Huff, 3 from Stromer, and 2 from Yo. For the Jayhawks, 15 from Dickinson, 10 for Harris, 10 for Adams, 10 for Adams, 9 for Furphy and Timberlake. Off the bench, 7 for Jackson, 5 for Braun, and 3 for McDowell. So that's it for that. And then, like I said, we take a look at recruiting because that's another key part in everything. Obviously, the portal just started. Neither team has really done anything in the portal up to this point. Although, like I said, Kansas will be active in the portal. It seems like they always are. Obviously, the Big 12 changed a little bit already. And now next year, it's going to change even more. Because guess what, everybody? The Pac 12 is disappearing. And Arizona is joining the Big 12 next year. So Kansas, it's going to get even tougher now to win your conference. Not to mention Colorado, too. And Utah. And BYU. Okay. UCF's already there. Yeah. Oklahoma and Texas are leaving, but you're getting Arizona. Like, that's tough. Now, Kansas, class of 2024. Obviously, they had Flory Badunga, LeBaron Philon, and Rakis Passmore. And then you look at the class of 2025. Obviously, Big 12. Yet, wow. Only 3? Oh, wow. So, yeah, class of 2024 will be coming in after this season's over. Yeah. So, you look at Kansas's recruiting, not bad. They have 3 recruits coming in. Of course, basketball classes are way smaller than football for obvious reasons. They have 3 commits, 1 5 and 2 3 stars, or 2 4 stars. Fiore is out of Kokomo. Oh my God, Kokomo out of Indiana. Link Academy and Combine Academy. So, okay. A 6'8" guard or center. And then you have LeBaron and Rakis Passmore. And then as far as take a look at Gonzaga, they don't have any. Wow. They really don't have any. As far as 247 says. So yeah, that's all I have for that. Overall, really good game. And like I said, I'll be back in about 3-ish hours to stream with my guy JB on his channel. So, what's up, Hanson? And as far as on this channel, I might go live for a game tomorrow, but I know for sure I'll be live for Cavs and Heat tomorrow. It's at 6 p.m. So we'll see if I do any college. I might just hold off and do the Cavs tomorrow. But I might change my mind. So again, final score 89-68. Gonzaga wins, and they're now on to the Sweet 16. By the way, let's take a look at the dates coming up here because that's an interesting part. I think they have like the whole week off, and then they're back in next weekend. Yeah, it goes till April 8th. Before you know it, it'll be all over, and they'll be playing the one shining moment that they always do. So they actually do not have the dates for sure. Okay. All right. Oh well. I'm pretty sure it's like at what the end of the week around there. But once the dates are finalized, I will go over it and we'll talk about the next games I'll be doing once we figure out who else is joining the Sweet 16. But yeah, we have our first two members of the Sweet 16, Arizona and Gonzaga. There'll be more where that came from, obviously, as we get going here in the round of 32. So, with that being said, guys, as always, you know who it is. It's your boy, Crazy Dog Sports. Crazy Dog, as always, man. Anyway, I never usually say Crazy Dog Sports when I do my outro. But great game. Shout out to everyone who came through. I'm going to probably get me something to eat real quick and relax. And then I'll be live with my guy, JB Taylor, on his channel for little Texas and Tennessee. So with that being said, congrats to Gonzaga on the dub. Good season for Kansas. See what they do in the offseason. You know, recruiting and transfer portal. Gonzaga moves on.